Good, 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 good. Let me try the other one now. Rock that hoe, rock that shy about shit my papa does. Let's try this one now. Yep, that's working too. I hope both of them work, man, because today I got both cameras out here just in case. Because, you know, I've been having camera issues for the last while, man. All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahman, God. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Okay? Let's get into this today. You 2/3, you always want to seek a sign, man. You guys don't believe until something happens. Just lock it 1 second. Let's get into this real quick. And this is going into, you know, with all these wars, with all these rumors of wars, with just the environment how it is now, man. How everything's moving fast. The MOTB, you know what I mean? All these things are on the table. All these things are on the forefront. But these people, they can't see. They're blind, okay? And furthermore, so it wasn't for them to know these secrets anyways. It was only for us to know these secrets, okay? A lot of these people in the world think that this Bible is written for the whole world. It's not written for the whole world. It's written for the whole world of Israel. And even for the whole world of Israel, it's not written. It's for the elect of Israel to know these things right now. Come on here on the highways, byways, put up your videos. You know what I mean? Be walking in that stead. Okay? But even the whole world of Israel doesn't know this word right now. Only the elect are going to, let's just say, only the elect are going to come to the finish line. All right? The rest ain't. As a matter of fact, let me get a scripture here in Romans. Let's go to Romans 11:7. It says, what then? Actually, you know what? Let me start from 1. Okay? Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away, has Yahweh cast away his people? No. Okay? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So Paul's giving an explanation here of who he is, where he comes from, okay? And he's telling them straight off the bat, look, I'm an Israelite. God has not forsaken his people. Because when you go back into Hosea, chapter, let me get there real quick. Hosea 1:10. Because the Lord got fed up with us, man. And we had to go through this. You know, Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4, we had to go through this because we went off, okay? And that was part of our punishment. And part of our punishment is we won't know who we are. We get tossed into another land, okay? We be going through all these atrocities that we're going through. But guess who's going to see these things? The faithful individuals. Unfaithful and unbelieving individuals, they're not gonna believe, first of all. Second of all, they're sure as hell not gonna see. Okay? This is why Yahushua made that claim, like, look, if I tell you of earthly things, okay, and you can't understand, how am I supposed to tell you about heavenly things? And you're gonna understand? No, you're not gonna understand. Okay? So it's only for us to come on here and pronounce these things, the ones that he's given that sight to, okay? The spirit. So let's go to, let me get something real quick. Yeah, here we go. Hosea chapter 1 and verse 9. Then I said, Slakia, then said God, Yahweh, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass in Slakia, and it shall come to pass that in the land where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay? So no, God hasn't rejected his people. What he did, let me get this real quick, we had to go into punishments because we couldn't keep our part of the bargain. Okay? Here it is, the Most High is always watching out for us, always has his arm, you know, as he would say, I always got my right arm extended out for you. But yeah, you're not listening, you're not taking heed, you're not taking this in. What am I supposed to be doing? Keep letting you trip up, trip up, trip up? Just like a parent. A parent wouldn't let you trip up, trip up, trip up all the time. Let me see if this is still recording. Oh my God, what happened to this one now? What the hell? Man, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, a parent wouldn't let you trip up. See, this shit is fucking pissing me off, man. A parent wouldn't let you trip up. Man, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, Akim. This shit is getting on my nerves, man. All I can do is hope that this one still records it. I gotta go into the settings real quick here. Salaki, Akim, 1 second. Because this phone keeps turning off. I don't know why. See that? Scream timeout, 30 seconds. Fucking shit, man. And there's no off button for this. This is weird. Keep the screen on while you're looking at it using the front. I don't know why this keeps doing this, man.
I'm just trying to tell you that.
Alright, let's try this again. I just have a feeling this ain't gonna record, man. Just have a feeling, man. Shit, Salakia. So yeah, let me continue here. I don't know, man. Every 10 minutes I gotta come and tap the screen just in case. 'Cause it looks like it's on some different mode or something else. But that's the importance of checking your equipment before you come out, man. But anyways, let's go back into this. Why this came upon us and why we had to go through this. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath. You were delivered. Continuing. You were, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God. Okay? Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up and have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. So this is why we went into those captivities. You wanted to be hard-hearted. You didn't want to listen. Okay? You didn't want to listen to what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had to say. Right? As a matter of fact, the scriptures tell you that. Let's go to Kings real quick. Let's go to what some of our kings did. You know, remember the acts of, what's his name? Not Rehoboam, Jeroboam, okay? Remember, there are a bunch of wicked kings in Israel, man. Even Saul. See how Saul's attitude was? He was salty at the end. Okay? He didn't want to listen to the Most High. The Most High said, don't go consulting with witches. What did he do? He went and consulted with a fucking witch, man. And the scriptures clearly tell you that witchcraft, let me get that real quick actually. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's rebellion. Rebellion is as, let me see if I can find it here. Yep, 1 Samuel chapter 15 and 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he has also rejected thee from being king. Yeah, so it's a give. Here's the Lord extending his hand all day to you, but yet you want to go, like the Lord said, put your trust in me, put all your trust in me, and guess what? I'm gonna fight for you. Okay? That's what it tells you in Sirach chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 and 28. But we'll get back into that real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Sirach 4 and 28. It's a win-win. Yeah. Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Okay? That's why it tells you that he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. But our people, okay, with that rebellious spirit, okay, they don't want to hear the word of God. As it tells you in Baruch, they went on to do what? They went on to provoke the Most High by sacrificing unto devils, okay, instead of listening to their power. And the power said it will go well with thee when you listen. Sure, you may suffer here and there, or whatever the Lord sends you through. Deuteronomy, what is that, 8 and 2? The Lord will send you through tests, okay? But it's a give and take, man. You're going to go through situations, but the Lord is going to reward you at the end of the day when you go through those situations. And when you hold fast to this word, okay? The Lord is going to reward you at the end of the day, and he's going to do it openly in front of all your enemies. And in front of all those who don't want to listen, all those who want to be stubborn, wicked, carrying a rebellious type of spirit, which is as, you know, as they say. Let me read it again. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Okay, and this is why our people got caught up in the turmoil, man. They want to be rebellious. They didn't want to listen to the word of Yahweh. They wanted to reject it. They want to think in their mind, you know, they're more smarter than the Most High. They know more than the Most High, right? And then looking afar off at these other nations' gods and how these other nations are being successful, right? That's even written in 2nd Ezra. That's written in 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thine only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So all these people are getting over in the world, right? They're getting cars, they're getting money, they're doing this, they're living it up, okay? They're getting the fatness of the world, chiefly Esau, Edom, but they're getting the fatness of the world, and we're on the sidelines, right? So 2/3 of our people are seeing that. They're seeing that and saying, what the fuck, we want a part of that, okay? That's why they have that rebellious spirit within them. That's why they can't humble themselves down and say, you know what, you're right, let me listen to the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and let's see how it goes, okay? But remember what it said in Jeremiah. Let's get that real quick. What they said in Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 16, 44 and 16. As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahweh, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing that goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the streets of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then we had plenty of victuals, and were well and saw no evil. So this is why they're trapped up in that, because they're saying to themselves, okay, when we're doing all this witchcraft, when we're doing all this, you know, stuff onto the Queen of Heaven, we are getting much, you know, fatness of the world. We're getting much richness, good food, everything, clothing, good attire, all of that. Much like, that's why the scriptures say there's nothing new underneath the sun, much like now. You see all these individuals out here, these 2/3. You see all these individuals, these 2/3 out here, they can't take it. You see them, the NBA, you know what I mean? The rappers, whatever it may be, they can't take the low. They can't take the L's, they say. They gotta have that bag, man. And if they don't have that bag, they don't feel important. Because they look at these other nations and they're saying, well, I'm gonna die. I don't wanna die broke. I grew up broke. I grew up with roaches in my food. I grew up with wearing my brother's pants and my older brother this and that. You know what I mean? I didn't have my own room. I didn't have no cell phone. We only had one bed to sleep on. So you think Jake is going to turn around and say, well, okay, fine, let me humble down and listen to the Lord? Hell no. Jake is going to have that rebellious spirit upon him. Okay? Now watch this now. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and we have and have been consumed by the sword and by famine. See? So once they stop their fuckery, now they're complaining about they don't have what it is that they need, like, you know, what they used to have, the food, the remnant, the attire, all of that. So what they do, they start creeping back up to Esau, Edom in this society. They start creeping back up to, you know, those individuals that were filling their pockets, making them live luxurious. So what they doing, they're going on to their God. Okay, they're running on to their God. There's another scripture that I wanted too. Let me see if I can find it. Exodus, I think it's Exodus chapter 6. Yep, Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children, yep, again. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage, much like now. Okay? You see these individuals out here, they're pissed off, well pissed off. Let me see something here. At least the other one's still going. God damn, man. They're pissed off because, remember, right now they're going through atrocities. They're going through, let me see if this even saved, yo. Nope, nothing even saved, man. I don't get what's going on with this camera, because I did one before, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and it's still, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man. Just as I come out to do this, you know what, man? It's not here either. Alright, let's see if this works now. Man, this shit's pissing me off, man. Just make a motherfucker just want to give up. And this is fucked up because this card is supposed to be in here. I just hope this saves, man. I just fucking hope this saves, man. Shit's pissing me off, man. Here it is, I'm trying to do the work, and once again, this camera fucking issue, man. This makes me want to just fucking, slap the shit out of this camera right now. I don't understand what's wrong with this fucking shit, man. I leave it to record and all. I did a whole 2 hours of recording, but yet all of a sudden now when I go to record, it's fucking turning off. It's not running as long. All of a sudden there's a screensaver on. Like, keep fucking with me, Satan. Keep it up, son of a bitch. All right, let's go. Going back into this is why you see our people are so rebellious, all right? So hard-headed. Because right now they look around at all these heathens out here getting over on them, okay? Getting the bag, as they say, living luxurious. They got nice houses, they're fed, their kids are fed, they're wearing the nicest things, right? They got money saved in their bank, all of that. But Jake, because of these curses, they tell us that you're gonna try to save up and it's gonna go whew, just like that. There's always a goddamn excuse for you why you can't have money or why something's always. It's curses, man. It's the curses of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But 2/3 of our people, they ain't gonna listen to that. They want signs, all right? So going back into this, off of Jeremiah. So unless they sell out, okay, unless they take that bag, that's when you'll see Jake living it up, being happy, as they would quote say, right? They're living it up, being happy, doing the things in this society, not listening to the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, fully rejecting it, okay? And they don't have the spirit to listen to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because when we went back into Exodus, as a matter of fact, let me get it up here. When we go to Exodus 6, right, and 9, which I just read, and Moses spake unto the children of Israel, right, not unto the children of Moab and Elam and the rest of the world. No, he spoke only to who? The Israelites, all right? hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. So the cruel bondage that they were going through, they didn't want to listen. They had anguish of spirit. They didn't have the fatness of the world. Nothing was in their hand, as he would say. Okay, you know when you say I got the world in my hand? Nothing was in their hand. You know? So for all of those, that's the same thing for now with our people. For all that, you know, what we went through with slavery and whatnot, and still what we're going through today. Okay? Still what we're going through today. Right? See, these type of dumbass people, why don't you pull over and come listen? Captivated. Is that an Israelite? What is he doing? But anyways, that type of spirit that's on them, because all the things that happened to us is still happening to us. Remember, the curses are still upon us. So all these things what you're feeling inside in your mind, and man, why I gotta slow down? Why I gotta, look, man, hey, don't tell me to do this. I'll go sell my drugs, man. I need that bag. You know, don't tell me that I can't go to a puffy party. And say, hey, man, don't tell me I can't go to a puffy party. Don't tell me I can't do it in the butt, you know? Don't tell me that I can't do like the heathens do. You know, they got that Antiochus spirit in their mind, right? But this is why our people get so frustrated, because there's still remembrance, and they still feel it, still in the remembrance of slavery, the days of slavery, right? And there's something still inside of their spirit that makes them know that they are Israelite, and what we're saying is true. Because when we speak this word, they get fully annoyed, man, because we start bringing up the past, okay? Remember, nothing underneath the sun is new. So when we start speaking these words and go through this history, it starts striking a nerve in them spiritually, okay? And they can't take it. That's why they feel so rambunctious, so rebellious inside. They want to hit us. They want to swing on us. They want to tell us, "No, man, stop speaking that word. What you guys are talking is garbage." Because they feel it inside. They know, okay? It's in their spirit. It's in the spirit to go off, all right? So, all will go on here in this society, with us not being able to obtain and get what we want, right? And there's only a certain door that you go through. That's why they say people like Drake, certain other individuals in the industry, they'll say that they're gatekeepers, okay? And it's true. Because when you all of a sudden you see the new person in the industry, all of a sudden you see them hooked up with who's ever way on top, okay? And boom, they're like that. They're right in the door to superstardom. You know what I mean? They may have started off small or whatever, but when they come into that, you know, oh, here's the new Lizzo, here's the new Birdman, here's the new Lil Wayne, they come in with somebody that's a gatekeeper. Somebody who's holding the door, somebody who's holding the bag, all right? And that's basically their handling, all right? So this is what Jake sells out for. Jake don't want to calm down, humble himself, and take the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He'd rather go out there and, you know, as they say, put it into his own hand, right? Instead of trusting in the Lord. So let's get into something here I want to get. 2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 9. But they hearkened not, and Manasseh seduced them to do more evil than the nations whom Yahweh destroyed before the children of Israel. So they didn't listen. But Manasseh did what? He seduced them to do more wicked than these other nations. All right? So our people been involved in grime, as they would say. They've been involved in muck. And all that muck and all that grime that they've been involved in, they've lived prosperous, okay? Meaning they got the bag, they got that money, they got the Mercedes, they got the house, they got the food, you know what I mean? They're not seeing a bad day in life. Only their bad day is a hole in the tire, you know what I mean? A bill that they could pay instantly that they forgot to pay because they're too drunk and high. right? They're living lavish. They're living just like the heathens, right? So that's what we talk about when you sell out and take the bag. Ain't nothing wrong with going to work and making some money. As a matter of fact, the scriptures tell you. The scriptures tell you to work. He that don't supply for his own is worse than the infidel. Okay? But actually I should have got it in the NLT, but let's read it real quick here. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense. Off again. As long as this one's up, still running. This one, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Some bullshit, yo. Oh, you know what? Salakia. You know what? Hold up a second. I think I could just... No. Let's go to video. And now I think this one here will work. Aha. You think you slick? You think you slick, sucker? I think this one will work better, Akim. 'Cause this keeps turning off. I don't know why. Alright, let's